Hey, we're on location at one of our projects today, but I'm going to take a moment here for a special and rare in these days Truck and Trailer Tuesday episode. Yeah, this episode was unplanned. Let's just say that. We'll start with the truck. Got in the truck this morning. We have 34,000 miles on the truck at this stage. It's a 2018 model, built the last week of the 2018s. Notice the windows are down. Yep, got in the truck, air conditioner wouldn't work, check engine lights on. And I think the auxiliary connector that powers the trailer, I think that fuse is blown again. That's the second time on it. Maybe I can blame the trailer, maybe I can blame some stuff I've been doing. I borrowed a trailer, a few weeks ago, and it had some wiring issues. So I ended up rewiring that whole trailer along with some help from the neighbors, and it's possible that I tore up the auxiliary fuse then, but broke that. But I don't see how I could affect the air conditioning on the truck. You know, overall, we've had this truck, 4 or 5 years now, and just not that impressed with the little things, right? It just doesn't seem to have the reliability we're used to with some of our other machines, tractors, as well as our Ridgeline and some other cars that we've had. We just don't feel like the reliability's there. And unfortunately, you've got the big three that make trucks, and nobody else seems to want to compete. So there's, in my opinion, not a lot of motivation to see these guys get better. You know, I'm sure I'll get a lot of comments. Oh, if you had a Ram, you wouldn't have this issue. No, but I would have rusting out right here. Or, you know, if you get a Chevy, you wouldn't have this issue. You may be right, I don't know. So that's probably enough ranting on the truck this morning. I just get a little frustrated. They are very, very expensive, and I expect it to work. Been a little while since we've used this trailer. This trailer has a specific purpose, and it fits it to a T. Yeah, this is our BWise Ultimate Dump trailer. Really impressed with it because it's all hydraulic and it's handy as can be for this purpose. Notice we can get the 1025R in here. We can also get 2038R if we don't have too much on it in here. You begin to have a length issue unless you put stuff up on the neck with any larger piece of equipment. The purpose of this trailer, in a nutshell for me, is to be able to go to a job like we're doing today, do the job, load the trash, in this case some brush, into the trailer and haul it off, and then come back and get the tractor. So I can do all this as handy as you can possibly make it with one truck and trailer. I really like this. I do have a couple of, they're not complaints about the trailer. In fact, I've heard some complaints about, they say that the reviews are poor on this trailer. I don't understand it. Some of the reviews that I've heard say the paint's bad. I've had this trailer for years. I'm impressed with the paint. I've had another BWise trailer for years, and I'm impressed with the paint on it. The powder coating has worked well. In this case, this sits outside all the time. I just don't see the kind of fading that I might have expected with a light color like this. So I'm impressed with that. So my comments today are not negative about the trailer at all. It's just the style with the tractor. My only complaint is that I have some difficulty tying the tractor down in here. It feels so boxed in, and I have trouble getting bent over and getting the chains or cargo buckles that I use hooked up. So that's really my only complaint about using this trailer. Other than that, it is fabulous. Now, because of the steepness of this slope, I have a little bit of challenge with the backhoe. The backhoe hangs pretty low in the rear. So here's how I deal with it. And it may not be perfect, but I take the tractor off at an angle like this so that one of my rear tires is still up as I'm driving off. That's how it works. Now let me show you how it doesn't work. If I try to go straight on or off, this is what happens. right? I hit that, and I bent one of those little traction bars trying to do just this. But if I'll go at an angle like that, I can make it work. These D-rings are what I use for tie downs, and you can see how it's kind of boxed in. Now, obviously, I have plenty of space now. So what I would recommend is at least get your chains or cargo buckles hooked up to this end before you bring your equipment in, right? Then you've only got one end you need to hook up. But it's just a tight fit when you've got the equipment all the way in here and you can't get down here. A couple of features of the trailer. These are all standard. That's what's so neat. This is a tarp that's built in, right? And it's spring loaded. I'll just bring it over the load at the end. These are fold down sides. The rear halves are trivial to fold down. The front halves, you have to take off the tarp poles. It's not that difficult, but what I tend to do, I may have difficulty with it today because it's so steep in this location, but what I tend to do is to drive in with my load with the little tractor so that I don't have to fill the front over the side of the trailer. I mentioned the cargo buckle. It's been a long time since I've shown them on this channel. The cargo buckle itself is from here on up, right? And the beauty of it is it's a retractable, basically a seat belt type material with a hook on it. What I do is I add a little chain to some of them, and sometimes I add the hook directly. If you're going to these D-rings, you can just hook it directly, but I use a chain, a short little pigtail chain, so that I can hook it like this, go to the tractor, and this is super quick. The self-retracting works great. 1025R subcompact tractor, large 2 series on the Deere, B series for the Kubota. Is about as big as you want to go on this. You get up to the 3s or the standard Ls. It's probably just a little bit too heavy for this particular buckle. What happens with them if you have them too heavy is the axle bends in here. Okay, and with that axle bending, it doesn't retract well, and you also notice you have some issues. Hey, just a quick Truck and Trailer Tuesday. Hope you enjoyed it. We got to get on with our project. We'll show you that in our next episode. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time on Tractor Time with Tim.
Listen to advice and accept discipline, so that you may be wise the rest of your days. Many plans are in a person's heart, but the advice of the Lord will stand.